All good, my man. How are you, my guy?
Very well,
Yeah.
well. Well, I mean, as well as someone can be, I guess. It's,
Bit of freedom, eh? Missus is away.
well, she only left like a couple of hours ago, and what can you really do after at that sort of time? I was just been sat at home, been watching TV.
Yeah, there's not much to do, really, is there?
It hasn't been very excited. No, not at all. And
But work tomorrow as well, so it's not.
exactly. What I mean, even if I didn't have work tomorrow, what else was I going to do? Really, this is it. This is as
Hit
exciting as
Hit
life
the town.
gets.
That's what you were going to do.
I definitely do not do that anymore.
Or drive around the M25.
Yeah. 117 miles of it, or 170 miles,
Yeah.
however fucking long it is.
Is that how long it is? 117 miles all the way around?
Yeah, about 117 miles, 120 miles.
Heck.
Yeah, all the way around it. So that, and then obviously there's a North Circular, which kind of mimics it, but it's obviously smaller. So
Yeah. North and South Circular, yeah.
I think that's probably like half the size, but yeah, that's how big M25. Just again, random facts, by the way, to
That's what we
everyone
do here.
listening.
We
Just
just
random
spit facts,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, what the hell? I was just sat there one day. I was just thinking, how long is the M25? Like, because I'm pretty sure it's like it doesn't matter where you are on it. It's just cars. Do you know what I mean? Just piled on traffic.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it
There's
is.
never, I don't think there is any point where it's like, this bit is clear.
Never.
I think all
never.
of it is just. At one time, I used the southwest part of it. So obviously, I live in southeast. Drove all the way around chocker.
Yeah.
For people over the pond, that means just crazy traffic.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Do you know what? No, go use
crazy
Urban
traffic.
Dictionary. Go find you.
Yeah. No, mate, crazy traffic. I was like, this is it. To the point where the cars had stopped and drivers were out of the vehicles. It wasn't like traffic where it's
Damn.
slow moving.
That's
Like stopped and people were out. People were having chat with their neighbours. I could only describe them as their neighbour because they were so close to each other. And obviously have a chat. Yeah, how are you, mate? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. What are you up to? Yeah, not much geezer in it. The geezer's got you in the head, hasn't he?
I take that time, right? I take that time to sort of like roll a cig or something, because I'm a smoker, as you well know. To roll a quick cig whilst I'm driving, because I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to move for at least 2 minutes. It takes me a minute to roll a quick little cig. Do you know what I mean? So
Quick
it passes
little
the time. But the thing is, with that actually only comes out after my frustration and my anger and my rage has, just sort of
Left you.
released my body. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like when you see tail lights, maybe it is something that's programmed into people. Maybe it's just men. I don't know what it is, right? But just programmed into us. You see tail lights and immediately your brain goes, nah, I need to kill all these people in front of me. Figuratively, obviously.
Do the
that's
whole
just not
Bruce
crazy.
Almighty kind of separation. Yeah, we
Yeah.
could just
That's
do
not
that.
enough, though. That's not enough.
That's
I want
enough.
to do that, but I want them to fly out of their cars at the same time. Maybe that's just, I don't know. Maybe that's just wrong. Maybe
We
that's
do
too
have
much
road
rage.
rage as men, though, don't we? We tend to get road rage. I don't know about you or other men listening, but we do tend to get road rage quite
do.
quickly. And you're right,
Yeah.
the moment we do see tail lights and brake lights, you're like, no, what's happened here? And do you know what I thought the other day? It's like we always trying to divert away from traffic, but in reality, we get there at the same time as if we waited in the traffic. So it seems to be like this idea of if we're moving, we are getting there quicker. Although we've taken a longer route, but moving at a faster pace or a faster speed than you would have been moving on a slow-moving traffic, you automatically think you're getting there quicker, but in reality you don't. You get there at the same time.
So Rick, I'm actually gonna, right, again, this is gonna sound really sad and really geeky and nerdy from me, right? But I've actually done some research into this, right, into this whole traffic business on like how it can be eliminated, right?
Okay, let's hear it.
Apparently, traffic can never be eliminated, and you know why? Because of people, as in not the sheer population of us, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Of Earth. That's not what I mean. I mean like the fact that when you're stuck in traffic, okay, the first car moves,
Yeah.
and then you move, and do you know what I mean? But that split second, or even that sort of 5 seconds of between the car in front and you moving, that creates a tailback. Do you know what I mean? That sort of that slowly starts slowing people down, and that's where people come to a standstill. So in order for traffic to actually be eliminated, right, everyone, when they set off from the traffic lights, they need to move at the same time, at the same
Which
pace.
is not going to happen, is it?
That would never happen. So it's easy to say that it can never be eliminated, and you're right. It doesn't matter oh, I'll take a shortcut. Nah, okay, you will take a shortcut, right? But there is 20 million other people who live in and around the area who will want that same fucking shortcut. And do the math. Okay, the math is that you've got 2 lanes outside of the motorway. You've got 2 lanes at the very maximum. And you've got almost like, 3 million people trying to drive up and down the same road. The math ain't mathing, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the math isn't mathing.
Does not, do you know what I mean? The square does not go into a triangle. Do you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. Does it? No, it's a circle into a square. Which one is it?
Let's stay away from that topic. Neither of us know. Let's stay away from the topic. It just doesn't go into it. It just doesn't go into it. Yeah, whatever the saying is.
A trapezium, right, doesn't go into an octagon. But no, so you're right. It's completely irrelevant. And the thing is, do you remember that episode of Top Gear where they go to Burma and they drive down Rangoon, the city?
Yeah.
And it's just like 20 lanes of motorways or 20 lanes of road. Now that is good, but again, it's not good over there because as Top Gear proved, there is not that many people that drive in Burma and around the area. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, can you just bring that over here? Let's give us 20 lanes in the center of fucking London, right?
And watch
the traffic just dissipate from
Can
that.
you just imagine that? I think sometimes, this is like conspiracy theories on my part, but I always think like they're trying to eliminate cars, and the best way of doing it is by making people give it up themselves due to the traffic, due to road closures, one-way systems.
I thought you were going to say due to road rage, but yes.
No. So obviously, we're in and around where we live. They used to be able to go drive through the estate, drive through sort of back roads and so on to get on there. Now, all of these roads don't use them because it's a school route during around certain times. So basically, rush hour, because that's the time when it's really busy when children go to school or people go to work. And then the other one is you can't go through there, dead end. They've just blocked it for no reason. Yeah. Or better yet, they haven't even blocked it. They've just left it open to tease you. But there is a camera that would read your number plate and send you a penalty notice directly to your home address to say, I'm sure you saved 5 minutes, but here's a £95 fine. 95 if you pay it within 12 days. It's 100 and £200, but if you pay it within 2 weeks, you get 90 or whatever half would be. Like I think the last one I received, there was £180 and I had to pay 90 quid.
Oh my God. Right. No, look. Did I tell you about the time, did I mention it in the group when I got a letter through for driving too close to a cyclist?
Driving too close to a cyclist? No, you did not mention this. What's this?
Did I not say that? I'm pretty sure.
No, I haven't seen any. You're
telling me I never ranted in the group about this? Are you kidding me?
No, unless you did, and I didn't see.
I don't know. But this was like a few months ago. Like we're talking maybe like 4 months or something like that, right? So I was driving my wife to work, and basically there was a cyclist in front. But now these roads are like B roads. Do you know what I mean? Uphill, windy, very narrow roads, right? Obviously bushes on either side. And traffic obviously flowing on either side, right? So this fucking cyclist, he was on the left-hand side going up the hill. Now, again, like, dude, I'm not being funny, right? But I've got a car, and my engine will go up that hill in a very, very quick amount of time, right? In comparison to this imbecile who was trying to fucking climb out of his asshole to fucking get up this hill. So anyway, right? So now I wanna overtake him, right? Which is the normal thing to do. Like again, when I say overtake, I don't mean get too close to him, scare him, or like fucking push him off the bike or nothing like that, right? So I come off I sort of cross the white line on my right hand side. So I'm now in the traffic that's coming towards me. So,
yes.
So I'm trying to overtake him. Car comes from the other side, and then obviously I squeeze in, but like I squeeze in sort of like on his rear quarter. But not, again, just for the listeners, did not touch, no touch was involved, you know what I mean? Not touch. So all that stuff, right? So obviously I didn't do any of that. And now, so we go down the road, blah, blah, blah. Then like 2 minutes later, we come up to another junction where we're just about to turn right. And then obviously, because of a bit of traffic, he catches up. Rick's gone. He's disappeared. He has absolutely gone.
What do you mean he disappeared? I'm right here. I've been listening to you.
You froze for a second there. It was just like, damn, where's he gone, man?
Oh, is that how I was? No, sorry.
I was like, how did he do that? That's good. Like, do you know what? I'm going to leave my ghost here.
I'm doing the mannequin challenge.
Yeah, I'm going to leave my ghost here, and I'm just going to go get a cup of coffee real quick. So anyway, so obviously...
Yeah, so then he caught up.
So he catches up, and then he's saying... So my windows are up, so he's saying something out, like, when he pulls up next to me.
All right,
So I put
he's
the
giving
window
you a
down,
bit
and
of
he's like, oh, yeah, you shouldn't really get that close to a cyclist. I said to him, I said, mate, where do you want me to go? I said, there was a car coming from the other side. Where do you want me to go? Do you know what I mean? So he goes, yeah, just fucking use your head and all this. And then obviously I lost it. I was like, mate, what the fuck?
head. How about I use
I
my
was
head
like,
now?
I said, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, anyway, so I said some nice words to him. I'm not going to get into it because, whatever reason. But so I said some nice words to him. And then, what was it, like maybe a month later after that incident? So it's not even an incident, right? I don't even know why I said incident, by the way, because it was not an incident.
We are
If it was an
pre-programmed.
incident,
Once
I
you
would have
receive
been
a
in
penalty
prison because
notice
I
of
ran
any
him over.
sign, yeah.
Do you know what
We're
I'm saying?
pre-programmed down with the moment you receive something in the mail saying that you're driving, you're parking, there's limited speed limit and so on, you're like, oh, it was an incident. But really, you're right. It's not an incident. It was a day out. You and the missus running over cyclists.
I was taking my wife to work. Do you know what I mean? It was early morning. Like, anyway. So I get this letter through saying you drove too close to a cyclist within 1.5 meters, by the way. So just for listeners out there, that is the rule in the UK. You can overtake a cyclist, but it has to be over 1.5 meters. Anything closer than that, you will get a letter through and you will sit through a fucking course, which I did.
It? Who measured it?
So again, now
if it's on a B road.
Now, Rick, you're asking the most intriguing of all questions, okay? So in the letter it says there's video evidence. Now, so hold on. Not in the letter, by the way. It wasn't like a holographic letter.
What the fuck did you get?
It wasn't like something from Harry Potter. None of that. Asenalonius. None of that shit, right? But anyway, so it said there was video evidence/evidence, and now in my head, because obviously we live in this sort of democratic country and justice system and all that stuff, right? And all this shit and apparently whatever, right? So now my first question is, why not give me the option on this letter rather than say you need to pay this and you need to sit through this course or you will get 3 points on your license? Why not say in the letter, right? Okay, so we've got this video evidence. Now here's the link. Have a look at it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, and then I'll have a look at it. Oh, okay, that was 1.5 meters. So my next question is, how do you know that's 1.5 meters? Is the guy falling off the bike? No. Okay. Am I close enough so he feels scared? No. Okay. So in my eyes, I did not run him over. Do you know what I mean? I did not run over his bike, nor his
foot. I love the way you say, in my eyes, I did not run him over. Bro, did you run him over?
Okay,
there's nothing in anybody's eyes.
In the eyes of the law, I never ran him over. Again, that makes it sound like I did it illegally. Okay,
yeah, because you're like, in my eyes, I didn't do nothing.
Okay. In all the multiverses, right? I never ran him over. Okay. So obviously, it's the way I look at it is like, okay, so basically, you could just be sat at home. Genuinely, you could just be sat at home, and then you get a letter through to say you've done this. But if you want to appeal it and actually, take it further, you need to go to court. Okay, so you've wrapped that up in a nice little fucking bow, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if I want to appeal my innocence, which I thought I had the right to do, by the way, I have to go to court and have to pay more money to prove that something that, again, cannot be proven unless the guy was there with a fucking meter. Like, do you know what I mean? With a fucking tape measure or some laser measuring thing. And the thing is, his camera, the cyclist camera, as far as I know, they point forwards where the biker goes, right? So now if I got 1.5 meters close to him on the right-hand side, for example, on his right-hand side.
He ain't seeing shit.
So who measures that, right? Do you know what I mean? And that camera is, and don't forget, that camera is like a fisheye lens almost, right? Where it's like a 270 degrees, so it distorts the image. It makes it look a lot closer than it actually is. But again, I don't know, because I never saw the fucking images. I never saw any video, never saw any evidence. It's like, okay, I'll guess I'll just pay this money then.
Though? You definitely did not run the guy over, right?
I did not run him over because, again, I would have been in handcuffs. And again, just on the side of fairness, right, with the justice system, if I did run him over, then
you probably would have been able to appeal it.
No, that's fine. Like, then arrest me. That is completely fine. That is assault. Okay, that is GBH almost, because you're trying to kill someone. But I didn't do any of that. So anyway, that was, sorry about the rant, but that is a real thing.
At least you got it off your chest.
That is a real thing that happens, and just
when did this
aware.
happen, by the way?
Just be aware.
When did this happen?
This must have been like maybe like
March? This year.
March, this year. March, April time, maybe, or May, something like that. Anyway, one of those.
I see a lot of people.
Sorry, it was June.
Yeah, I see a lot of people on the cyclists. Like, for example, the other day I was dropping my daughter to school, and this guy, because of the speed bumps, he decided to use, because So of the roads, especially built up area, they have 2 speed humps.
Yeah.
So, but 2
On the inside,
individual
yeah.
speed humps. This guy didn't use the left-hand side of the speed hump that would be for my road, or for my road, sorry, for my direction of
For your
travel.
side, yeah.
He decided to use the middle one. As I'm about to overtake, he just pulls out.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously I'm going to overtake. He doesn't
yeah.
even look, not even across the white line. I'm expecting him, he's on the left-hand side. I'm not expecting him to go over the speed hump, because obviously that will somehow hurt his little tush while he's driving to work, riding to work. So I thought, you know what, he's going to use the left-hand side where there is a curb and there's a drop section of the speed hump, and there's flat enough to fit a moped, a bicycle, etc.
Yeah.
This guy decides to, no, I want to use the middle side of the road. I'm about to overtake. I hit obviously my horn, and then I kind of, because I'm with my daughter, I can't really say much. I'm like, oh, he's a silly boy. And my daughter's like, yeah, he's silly, daddy, etc. And then I see this guy, and obviously I just shake my head at him. But he's looking at me as if I made the wrong decision in life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But what can you do? So I totally understand where you're coming from. But sometimes cyclists seem to think as if they are, and this is not a trash on cyclists, by the way. Do what you got to do.
Sorry, for my part it is, by the way. Like, I don't give a fuck. I hate them all.
Some of them are really good. Like, some of them stay to it, some of them signal, some of them do all the stuff. Stop at the traffic lights. That's another one that annoys me, when cyclists come up to a traffic light and they just go through. I don't know if you heard, there was a recent story in southwest London where a cyclist had run the light, basically, and then just hit this woman with a baby on a pram.
Yeah, see,
And
the
I'm
wankers.
so sorry,
They're absolute wankers.
And this is what I mean. Like, again, not all, but 99.9% of them are wankers. And you just think to yourself, where is there then? Where's the law there? Because it's a red light. If you are road using, it's a red light to let the pedestrians turn green so that they can cross. But no, it's just insane, man. It's just cyclists. And I think this is another reason with cyclists, is the fact that there's so many cycle lanes. We discussed this, I think, on an episode in season 2 of our podcast, when we talked about our hometown, Middlesbrough, cycle lanes. Did you see that one?
The wrong place to put cycle lanes.
Pointless, bro. Like, it's just, I think it must have cost £1 million to get the funding, and then let's use Linthorpe Road as a, and create cycle lanes.
Things,
Who the hell is cycling in Middlesbrough apart from the guys who are stealing stuff?
Exactly, and you've just literally given them a way out. You have given them exit fucking routes. Do you know what I'm saying? These are your escape routes, lads. Get on with it. The thing is, the way I look at it, Rick, is obviously, you know, and I cannot stress this point enough, right? Genuinely, fuck cyclists, because again, they are non-motorized users on a road full of motorized fucking cars, right? Shit that will actually kill them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like kill them as in maliciously, you know, we're gonna just run cyclists over. But one wrong fucking turn from these cyclists, right? One non-signal to the left or right, that is the end. And unfortunately, it's the driver that fucking is at fault, right? All of a sudden, it's the driver that's, you should have stopped. What do you mean? The guy just swerved right in front of me, no signals, and it only has to happen once.
That's what happened to me. If I wasn't paying attention,
if I wasn't paying
attention, I would have run him over. I would literally run him over. Granted, I was only doing 20 miles an hour.
Doesn't matter. That would have hurt.
It's enough to hurt a lot, a lot.
It's a front-engine Audi.
I think what it is as well, bro. It's the fact that people think, do you know what? It's okay, because if you are at fault, you will protect me by worrying. When in reality, cyclists need to be extra cautious using the road. Regardless of what you think you are right, you are not right. It's a car, it's a van, it's a lorry, it's a bus. So you should really be cautious.
The way to hold them responsible, and I truly believe this again, right? And this is something that, if I ever came to power, this is something that I would definitely do. You sort of stopping short of getting rid of cyclists. This is what I would do, right? So if they're going to use the roads in cycle lanes or just roads in general, not pavements, right? Not like, you know, the pavements where they've got the painted side. That's fine, okay, because that's clearly there's enough space for pedestrians and for cyclists, right? Everyone knows, cool, and obviously pedestrians know. Oh, that looks like me, so I'm going to walk on this side, right? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get on the bike on the.
I don't have wheels.
Yeah, exactly. That's not me. I don't have wheels. Unless you're in a wheelchair, by the way, which, again, this is not... I'm sorry.
Anyway, so you're coming into power. We're heading down a different route here. So let's stay away from that.
Yeah, stay away from that shit. So if you're going to use the roads, just like car users, right? It doesn't matter if it's electric cars or just normal diesel, petrol cars, you're going to pay some sort of tax, right? You're going to pay road tax, you're going to pay insurance, whatever it is, to be on the road for the right to use that road, right? And if we're going to use it... if the cyclists are going to use it, then surely they need to pay some sort of road tax,
100%.
right?
I've said this for many years.
Insurance should be one thing, and this is the way to keep them liable for what they do. Do you know what I mean? Oh, okay, so you saying you've got a camera, you saying he got too close to you, sir. Let me have a look at your video evidence. Oh, well, actually, technically here, you were in the wrong, Mr. Cyclist. And that's your insurance. That's your liability. Now they don't have liability. They get on the road. What the fuck insurance do they have if they get run over or if they scratch my car or your car? Who the fuck pays for that shit?
Nobody.
Like, how do I find out the cyclist? Like, what do I have a license number? I'm saying to you, like, I'm not saying actually put license numbers on the bikes, just like a special QR code just for bike manufacturers.
Just so
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, 100%.
So when you
something
go and buy
to identify each person, yeah.
Exactly. So when you go and buy the bike from a shop, whatever it is, beep beep, they scan it. All right, okay, sorry, sir. What's your name? What's your address? Boom. This bike is registered to you now.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got insurance. You'll need insurance on that bike, so you can't just ride the bike out whenever the fuck you want. And again,
unless you're riding it for leisurely, but not on the road. On the road, you need insurance.
See, this is the problem then, because obviously it's sad that something like that would come into effect. For example, right? Even though it would solve some problems with cyclists, but it's sad at the same time because do you remember when you were riding bikes when we were kids, up and down hills? We'd like fall off it, like fucking walk it off, mate. Oh, actually, ride it off. Do you know what I mean? Ride it off, get back on it, and just do it again.
No one's going to take your bike home. You better ride that home.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, I need to go back and get my bike. How many times did you say that? Because it's like, oh shit, I forgot it because we play footy, but we've actually moved 3 blocks away from when we were playing before. Do you know what I mean? So I know it's sad, but unfortunately, that's the reality now. The cyclists have made like cycling a non-fun activity. They've associated it with this fucking dreary spandex wearing fucking helmets. And I'm not talking about on their heads, they're just fucking walking helmets. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, it pisses me off with the stupid fucking wraparound glasses. It's like, you are not going that fast that you need wraparound glasses, okay? You are not fucking skiing, you're on a bike going uphill, sweating your fucking ass off, you fat fuck. Anyways, sorry, rant over. Fuck all that. Fuck it, Rick. Whatever, man. Whatever.
I think we should move on from cyclists.
Yeah, I think we should move on from cyclists. So if you are a cyclist, by the way, yes, massive offence. Massive offence. I am not apologising for any of these comments. I don't give a shit. Nah. Fuck y'all.
Don't apologise at all. That's how you feel, bro. Why the fuck? Why would you apologise?
So
can I just let you know that I'm trying to buy a bike so I can cycle to work?
You're a wanker, bro. You're a wanker just like the rest of them. You follow that guy. You think I'm going to apologize for that shit?
I'm going to cycle. I'm going to cycle in from outside the house all the way to work. Oh, quality. Now I'm taking the piss. I know we're going to be cycling for me. And if anything cycling, it'd probably be an electric bike. I've got a massive hill to get up to. I'll be like the guy who shouted at you saying, use your head, mate. I'm only...
Man, this guy...
No, I agree with it all, but come on, let's move away from it.
Move away from it, Rick. Anyway, so obviously, look, I know in the last 3 episodes that we've already released, I know we've been talking about like, oh, what you've been watching and all that stuff, but we actually haven't talked about it. Do you know what I mean? We only discussed Bad Boys, and I know that you've seen that now, right?
I've seen it, yeah, enjoyed it, you know.
Enjoyed it. Obviously, because this is not a review.
Was Reggie at first. I didn't even know that was Reggie. I was like, what's going on here?
Wait,
Reggie was just like, look at this guy. Obviously, I like the fact... One, right? I don't remember the third one very well, to be honest.
So Reggie was obviously in the third one, but I think he just came out of the Marines, or he was like just off duty at that point in time. But in the fourth movie, bruh, because I don't want to review the movie. Again, this is not what this podcast is.
We told them ages ago they should have watched it by now.
Reggie is a fucking G. Reggie is a badass.
Yeah, no,
he's like badass. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think he could even potentially have his own spin-off.
Oh, right.
Because, by the way, this is absolutely in no way related to anything to do with the movie or any of the studios. This is just speculation from my part.
Oh, right, okay.
Because I did actually read that they wanted to carry on the Bad Boys franchise, but obviously there's only a certain point that fucking Will Smith and Martin Lawrence can go to.
Yeah.
So if they had a Bad Boys spin-off, but it was based on Reggie. I mean, the character arc from Reggie, like Reggie being in the second movie. Do you know what I mean? It's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm Reggie, Mr.
16? You look 30.
Shit, you at least 30. Do you know what I mean? That shit is just classic. So if that happens, I think that would be excellent, to be fair, because
I think it would
again,
be excellent if that happens. Yeah,
because of how Reggie was portrayed from the beginning, and even now, it's like it's
a wet
still,
bag.
Yeah, it's still
the
a
very
comedy,
beginning.
right? It could still be.
I loved it.
And honestly, I couldn't believe that scene. For me, that was probably the best scene of the movie, because I was like, whoa, Reggie has got the moves. Do you know what I mean? He was moving out there quickly.
No, to be fair, I loved the whole film. At first, obviously, I told you I watched it in 2 parts. I didn't sit there and watch all of it because of life and so on.
Of course.
But watched the first bit, I was like, yeah, okay, I can see this little cameos, little something from the past and so on. And then obviously when it got to from the aeroplane scene, they freed Armando and cracked on from that. I was like, this is action packed. Love this.
It was
Love
good.
this.
It was good.
And it's kind of missing. You miss those old action packed movies because everything now seems to be about espionage and only fire 2-3 bullets and everything's stealthy and so on.
So you're talking about Fast and Furious, by any chance?
I'm just talking about fucking any of them, yeah. But no, I enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one. And I like the fact that somewhere I think 2/3 of the film in, I'm nearly maybe 3/4 in when they start singing Bad Boys, Bad Boys. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. Let's just go for it. It was quality. I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. I was laughing. I don't even know. What was one part that I was really laughing at?
I think there was a couple of parts where I was actually laughing out loud. Where I thought,
there was one bit that I was really, really like, really tickled me and made me chuckle. So I quite enjoyed that bit. But now overall, I really enjoyed the film. But something that we've been watching with the missus, and I don't know whether you've watched this, we've been watching I think it's called Outcast on Netflix. Let me just have a quick look. I believe that's what it's called. She put it on for, Outlast, sorry, not Cast, Outlast.
Outlast,
okay. Yeah, so what it's about is they take people onto sort of like a remote island or remote places around the world, and it's competition of being in the wilderness, survival.
So is that reality TV?
It's kind of like a reality TV, but like it gives you the full survival skills and being able to, in teams, betrayal, characters. At first, the missus was watching it, and I was like, oh, what's this? And I was like, oh, I'd be quite good at that. Living in the wilderness, build your own fire. Like, you think to yourself, like, bear man shit, like caveman shit.
That's the manly shit. Do you know what?
I've been watching I was like, do you know what? This is quite good, actually.
That's what I dream of. That's what I dream. Like, people dream of, like, Lamborghinis and stuff like that, right? I dream of, like, being in the woods with this, like, nice little cabin, sort of setting fires and actually chopping wood.
Chopping wood, yeah. This is literally, that's what this program is.
There's nothing manlier than chopping wood. That's what we've been told throughout our whole lives. You need to chop wood to be a man, and I've never done that in my life. I swing an axe. Can't even swing an axe, bro.
You need to buy a fucking what's it called, a wood burner, so they can start chopping your own wood. I know you can buy the logs, but just kind of get rid of that fantasy.
It would probably make a mess in this apartment, but yes.
No, maybe not the apartment. Maybe when you get your crib. For
sure.
Your crib, you can buy one of those.
Bro,
but no, that's what we've been watching. To be fair, it's been quite good. It's been really good. I've enjoyed it. I think it's like 16 players, down to 7. They get eliminated. They've got to be in a team. They can only win if you're in a team, though, so you can't be individually. Prize is £1 million. They go somewhere like in northeast of America, somewhere like Canada area. Really, really cold. Temperature dropping for people over the pond to like 26 Fahrenheit, which I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's flipping freezing. You can see steam coming from their mouths when they're talking, so it's cold. No, really good.
Let me just.
Are you going to quickly Google so that people can see? I should have had this ready.
I've got like a thing here, so 26 Fahrenheit is below 10 degrees. That's what it says apparently. Hold on. Below close to minus 10.
Close to minus 26 Fahrenheit is minus 3.3 degrees.
So is it? Okay, yeah, because I can only see like from the
that's
side.
What
but
Google
is
telling us.
That's
what
okay,
Google is saying right now. 26 Fahrenheit is minus 3, so that is freezing. Bearing in mind, you have to make your own shelter. You have to look to hunt for your own food. Some of these guys were eating mushrooms to start with, and then all of a sudden looking to hunt squirrels.
Yeah, I know, but like when someone from production team puts it in there.
no, I get that, but like no.
We caught a squirrel. We caught a squirrel. Okay, quickly get the cameras out. Let's just pretend we did.
What I loved about it is the editing part of it. Like, so then we hunt, and it shows the guy trying to use his bow and arrow, and then it cuts back to the animal or whatever they're doing, and you're like, yeah, okay, bro, we know it's not real. Just take it back to camp. I know, see what you're going to do next. Let's see you build the fire again, bro. Like,
where'd you go? Fucking Morrison's and pick up the squirrel or some shit. Like, what the fuck?
So yeah, that's what he did. Just quick little trip to the supermarket.
Northeast.
But no, we've been
Northeast
watching that.
America,
We
no,
enjoyed that.
It was just Scotland, really. It was just literally not the parts of Scotland.
Yeah. That's the St. Ives.
Yeah,
or
that's
wherever
all it
those.
was. That's literally all it was. They
No,
call it
to be
church
fair,
next to them,
we've
so.
enjoyed it though. We really enjoyed it. Season 2, we didn't really watch season 1. This is just we just shut it on as a bit of a what's it called? That sort of crap TV. They just have it on the background. You're like, oh, what's going on there? What's going on there? What's going on there? And then all of a sudden you're hooked on now. So now we're in episode 8.
Fuck. Why put yourself in that position, man?
Nothing you can do, bro.
Don't
Nothing
do
you
it.
can do. Like once it hooks you. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
It's difficult to kind of get. Well, it's difficult. I'm not really one way or another. But if right now I've just paused it by the way as I'm talking to you because I wanted to kind of read a little bit about it and say to you like it's 26 and so on. So people, and now I'm like I'm not really keen on pressing play, so I'll wait for the missus when she'll come in. But now I'm looking at my Netflix as well here. Other streaming services are available, but the one that I seem to be
in the
looking
interest of fairness, yes, absolutely.
Yes, is full of kids' TV, full of. Might continue watching is like just my daughter's silly
Go on,
things
hit
on
me
here.
with some silliness, bro. Hit me with some silliness.
What's this one here? This one is what the hell? Where's it gone? I just had it here. There, Monster High 2.
Oh, nice. Okay, I heard that's quite good.
The shop, bro. Giant shit. Oh, a good one that we've been watching actually. The New Amsterdam. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's another one we've been watching.
New Amsterdam.
About,
what the doctors?
Doctor. Yeah,
Nah, my wife
we
was watching that. Like she watched that
a
like
bit
4
of that
years
one, New
ago. Or some
Amsterdam.
shit. Like I was downloading. Legally, obviously, I was downloading episodes for her to watch, and she binged the shit out of that show. But no, I never got into it, to be honest.
No, my wife really loved it as well. And then obviously once again I was like, yeah, all right, I'll give it a little. For me, bro, I'm just happy watching news, like a bit of sport news, a bit of normal news, a bit of everything.
No, this is no. Obviously, I mean that is what we do anyway. Do you know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, more specifically, as have you enjoyed anything like recently that sort of stuck to you and you thought, oh, do you know what, that was really good. I enjoyed that. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, for me, I would say Fallout, the TV series Fallout on
right,
Amazon.
Yeah.
That's probably the highlight. So
I haven't
far
seen
for me
that
of
one
the
yet.
year,
So you recommend it for me, like
100%.
Fallout?
Okay, I would recommend it if you.
Bearing in mind, I never played the games.
Yeah. Okay. So if you didn't play the games, then that's actually not an issue, really. So for you, it wouldn't like the stuff that you'll see when you watch the TV series, which again I would highly, highly recommend it. It is a standalone TV series, as in like it's within the world of Fallout, like the games,
Yeah.
but it's like a separate, like it's a different story within that world. Do you know what I mean? Like each game has a different story with a different survivor, but obviously works within the same mechanics, like surviving, literally fucking looting, all that type of stuff. So the TV series has brought that into it. And it is really, really good. If you haven't watched it, I would 100% recommend it because, it was just epic. And for me, because being a big fan of the games, everything that was on screen, I was just like, it's really good. As if they've actually done it in real life. Do you know what I mean? So, it's if there's something that obviously that your missus likes as well, like
I'll probably give it a go. I don't think she'll probably like it, but I'll definitely give it a go because it's something that I've been meaning to watch that because there was a couple of programs that I watched on Amazon Prime as well. I liked the Boys, obviously. I think we spoke about this in the previous one. Such a good program. Such a good program. The bit towards the end, I was thinking like, what the fuck's going on here? But such a good program.
It was excellent. It definitely was.
And then I watched a little bit of that. Yeah, same. I watched a little bit of the spin-off of it. The one with the kids, the school
Gen
kids.
V.
I don't know. Then Gen V. That's it. And that was like, yeah, it was alright.
It's alright, but like after the shine wears off from watching The Boys, you kind of think, no, okay, I kind of know what's going to happen. Someone's going to explode.
Yeah, that's it.
The camera's been on them for too long, so the head's going to explode right now.
About to go. Yes, that's it. But that, and also I watched the Guy Ritchie film on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, the Ungentleman Warfare or something along those lines. I don't know if you know.
Oh
Henry
yeah,
Cavill was in.
I haven't watched it, but I've seen it on.
You've seen which one I mean?
Prime.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed that one.
Ungentlemanly Warfare or some shit.
Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Ungentlemanly Affair. Something like that.
But I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed that because I like the Henry Cavill. And obviously, Henry Cavill since Superman and Superman being my guy. Since that Man of Steel film, I've just been like, all right, let me see what Henry Cavill's doing next because I quite like him as an actor.
Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Like obviously, he's not like a thespian in terms of he's not like a fucking De Niro or a Pacino or like
it's none of that. Every time I see him, I think it's Superman again.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm expecting him to fly. I'm like, come on, Clark.
Come on, Clark, take them shades off, put your tash on. Now you're Superman,
Do you know
right?
what I mean?
No,
But,
but yeah, I think if that's a recommendation, Fallout. If you care to watch it,
100%.
and what I just watched recently actually on Netflix was a TV show called Eric with Benedict Cumberbatch. It's basically about this family. The dad is like he makes puppets for a living. Like he does like Sesame Street, but it's like that version of the series. You know what I mean? It's called Good Morning Sunshine or some shit. So he does puppets. He writes the stories. He creates them and all that shit. His kid goes missing. So it turns out, like from the first episode, you think, "Ooh, okay, this is gonna be like a, child goes missing. Is he murdered? Who did it? That type of shit, right?" But without spoiling too much of it, by the end, I was just like, "Wait, what? So why did it do this? Like where it could have gone one certain way, which I was waiting for. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be exciting. But it went the other way, and I was like, right, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if because my expectations were like shot or something. I don't know what it was, but anyway, that was quite good. But yeah, apart from that, just normal TV and reading and news and YouTube mostly, to be honest.
I've added Eric to my list. I'll probably never get around to watch it because there's like another 13 or 14 other things that we've added to the list. I've lost count of what.
What, you actually go by like day of adding to the list? I just go from whatever's closest to next.
I kind of see whatever I fancy next as well, but like you try to follow to add into, try to be organized and be like, no, let me watch this, add into the list. But no, it's pointless. It's like I've not even followed any of this. Any of this.
I mean, it's there if obviously if you ever like, oh, okay, Eric, I remember that. But again, the name, you won't forget the name Eric. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. No. Like, how come Larry watched that with the name Eric? I just, I wanted to see how bad it was, but it was actually all right. So that was probably the best Eric right now that I've come across. But yeah, look. In terms of football news, yourself, there's not much happening out there. England won, by the way, just in case you need to know that. Rice scored.
I watched a little bit, yeah. I saw Rice score. Who else scored? I think Trent scored a world free kick.
Grealish and Trent.
Grealish got the first one. But
so what was it, like 3-0, 3-1? I don't even know.
It was 3-0. Sorry, 3-1. They couldn't even keep a clean sheet. That's the criticism that England gets, although they won 3-something.
Because
the criticism is you should have been able to have kept a clean sheet, man. What's going on there?
Yeah. And change your defenders, get someone new in and someone better. But no, I think, you know what I mean? Like, apart from that, Albania won as well, by the way, I think it was against Georgia, 1-0.
Was it against Georgia today? Did they win?
1-0 yesterday, I think it was.
Was it yesterday or today? I thought it was today at 5 o'clock.
Oh, was it? Oh, probably then. There you go. See, that just shows really how much I've been paying attention to. But so how it doesn't really.
And another news.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't really change my life at all, actually, or have any effect. So, but in other news,
that's the thing though, with this international leagues and
news,
these European cups, it means nothing, does it? Really? No, doesn't seem to have an effect.
It's too much.
Wise and for us, I haven't watched any football since the Premier League finished last weekend. I haven't watched anything.
Yeah, no, not at all. Like,
and I don't think I'll be watching anything until the Premier League starts this weekend.
I do watch a lot of stat videos and sort of formation videos, and you know what I mean. Like for example, tactics videos rather.
Okay.
There's a guy called 442 channel. He's really good. Adam Cleary. He's Geordie, by the way. He's brilliant. Like the way that he breaks down. He's done a couple of Chelsea ones, like for Maresca and how good, or how he's changing Chelsea, and he's done a couple of ones on like how good Cole Palmer is and showing his heat map and all this stuff and how he plays. That's really good. So I've been watching a lot of that. But again, aside from that, like actual football matches, no.
No.
I sound like Morse code, but yeah, and I'm saying no in Morse code actually. But yeah, I think in other news, as you rightfully said, a bit of F1. Should we talk about a bit of F1?
We should talk about a bit of F1, but you've watched a lot more than I have. I haven't really watched much F1 because I don't really have the time.
We will get there.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. That's what I was going to get to straight.
And when I say we talk a bit of F1, again, I do not want to go in any sort of detail because there is professionals out there that just know so much more about the little details that me and you are like, oh, he just turned his head left, whereas the analyst will be like, well, the fact that he turned his head left and not right, that actually means that he's going to sack someone. It's like, how the fuck do you know this? Like, how did you make this up? So do you know what I mean? But anyway, no, obviously your team. Okay, do you know what? Let's just start there. Your team, McLaren, shit. You know, they've been doing good. They've been.
I don't know how,
good.
bro. Like, how are they doing good? They weren't that good at the start of the season. So I watched a bit of the opening races, followed it for a couple of weeks, and I was like, it's just another Max season here. So let's just not.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, didn't it?
That's what it looked like. And obviously, I lost interest in it. I was like, just forget this. Like, this is pointless. And all the analysis and everybody else was talking about how Max's car was very good last year.
Yeah.
And this year he's come out saying it's even better. So like, and then I saw the races and he was smashing everybody, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I don't have time to watch this now again. I said I'll watch the start and then I'll catch the highlights. And even highlights, I've not been able to catch them because usually, you know, for me the most drama is at that starting lineup, lights out, first corner, depending what race they're at.
Yeah.
But honestly, I really don't know why McLaren. So although I didn't hear that they were trying to do them for something, to do with a spoiler or splitter or side skirts or wing or something, but maybe you can shine a bit of light on that.
So with McLaren, basically and Ferrari as well, and Mercedes to be fair, because they're still, all four teams are up there now. So what's happening is basically Red Bull kind of stalled on their development in the last sort of few months, in the last sort of year.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that's why last year's car was really good, because they literally it looked like they put all the developments into that car rather than space it out for 2 seasons sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So again, it worked. They won. Shit. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. They literally won a world championship because of their strategy. However, now McLaren have caught up to that development. So they've been developing ever since. And when they started last season, so not this season.
Yeah, they started doing okay, yeah.
McLaren were the worst team, or one of the worst team, especially from the top four. Like, because again, they had underestimated the time that they had to actually develop the car for that season. Do you know what I mean? So that's why they fell behind. So ever since that time, what's been happening is that McLaren have been slowly, gaining and gaining. And when you couple that in with drives from Piastri and Lando Norris,
I was literally going to say Piastri's been incredible.
He's been incredible. He really has. And look, as much as I like to shit on Lando because I feel like he has changed as a human being. He's had some great drives as well, and one of my favorite pastimes now is annoying Lando fangirls. And when I say fangirls, I don't specifically mean actual just female fans. I mean like actual lads as well who are maybe 14, 15 or some shit, who just like, oh, Lando did this and Lando did that. It's like, right? No, look, mate, just watch the fucking race, okay? Like you can't. And I think it's, we had this conversation maybe last season where it's like with George Russell, he had like one good race, and all the pundits were like, "Oh, George Russell, he's going to do this, he's going to do that," and we said,
that's
we were like,
typical British media, though, isn't it? That's British media for British drivers.
The thing is, funnily enough, with F1, it's kind of what happens, even with someone else, from a different nation. Oh, he had a great race, like with Charles Leclerc. Like, he had a great race. Oh, this is Charles' year. It's like, okay, look, let's just not get fucking carried away. Let's look at history, okay? Just because he had one race, that doesn't prove anything. There's 23 other races that he has to compete in. So, and this is the bullshit that obviously, like I said, British media, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Lando's been driving well. Obviously, the car's been helping. It's been well developed so far, and they are the closest to Red Bull right now. And
they've surpassed it, haven't they? They're leading the Constructors' Championship, aren't they?
So not by many points. But yeah, they are leading.
No,
technically,
they are leading. Yeah.
So Max still in the championship fight, but he's leading in the championship fight anyway. So Lando's obviously chasing him. But yeah, I mean McLaren, it's kind of a surprise, but at the same time, going back to what your question about the cheating sort of thing, or the spoilers. It was when obviously how DRS works with the spoiler with the rear wing, it opens, all that shit. So now what was happening with McLaren was at high speeds without the DRS opening, right? Okay, the wing flexed that much that basically it created little gaps on either side that created a mini DRS. Do you know what I mean? So now again, we're not talking like 10 or 15 kilometers an hour. We're talking like 2, 3. But again, when you're at high speeds,
enough.
2.3
It's
is enough, mate.
yeah.
Yeah, that's your straight line speed, and that's literally what it's used for. And then you open DRS. Fucking hell, what do you expect? That's why in Azerbaijan, like in Baku, that's why Leclerc could not fucking catch up to Piastri. Like he was keeping up with him. He could not overtake because of something like that. I'm not saying that's the sole reason. Okay, I've made my feelings about Charles Leclerc known many times, many times in the group and in person and all that stuff. I think the guy is still overrated because it's like, dude, do you forget how to drive from one race to the other? Like, it's the same car. It is literally Charles Leclerc's car. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to borrow it from science. No, it is your car. Like, you... Anyway, so yeah, with McLaren, and to be honest, I'm glad to see it. But at the same time, McLaren being McLaren, will this be another scandal at some point where it's like they've actually been cheating somewhere along the line? Because that's what McLaren do. Do you know what I mean? One of the only sports teams in sports entertainment that got fined $100 million fucking dollars for the Spygate back in 2009 or some shit, 2008.
I remember that.
Do you know what I mean? And yeah, that shit that hurts your reputation. But again, they're building back up.
I think they're
Zach
trying
Brown's
to change
done well.
that, but we'll see though. For me, you're right, like you say, the drivers, but that does make a huge difference. Even though if it's a mile or two, kilometre or two, it's still faster than the opponent.
Yeah.
Faster than Leclerc trying to catch you.
Absolutely.
Okay, he'll
It's outside
catch
the
you with the
regulations,
turns, but then as soon as you go, you are going faster. So I suppose that is maybe, but it depends how they fight it, what lawyers. Do they get the Man City lawyers with them and then just kind of walk about? But we'll see. But for me, I'm just happy that they're winning because I got tired for the sport of seeing Max Verstappen win. To the point that I even started building a conspiracy, and this is the second conspiracy of the night, is could it possibly be that they just want the sport fans to kind of watch F1 again and bring a new audience? So they don't have Max winning. They just say to Christian and Max, just tone it down a little bit. Yeah, can you finish 4th and 5th for a little bit? Let us get some more fans, some more money from sponsors. And then after sort of the break, when we come back in late October, you can go again then. And then watch, if Max wins America, I'm going to be so pissed.
I'll be honest with you, right? Again, just knowing the history of Formula One, it is not outside the realms of possibility of that actually happening. It just isn't. It doesn't matter how much the times move on. The culture of Formula One will always be the fucking same. Do you know what I mean? There was always going to be some dodgy dealings. There's always going to be some under the table handshakes. There's always going to be
some
that.
Dark arts.
Always. But I mean, look at the whole thing with Piastri. Do you know what I mean? He was signed to go to Alpine, and then he was like all of a sudden changed his mind like within a day before he had to sign or some shit, and then he signed with McLaren. Yeah. And Zach Brown was like, shit, pretty much he came out. He was like practically like, well, it's a dog, so fuck them. We did it, we got him. And do you know what they did? And that's why obviously a lot of people lost their jobs. That's why Alpine are a joke right now and all that stuff. But with Piastri, for me, just to quickly wrap it up on McLaren, for me personally, I think Piastri is a better driver than Lando Norris because Lando Norris has been in the sport 5 years, 6 years, something like that.
Yeah,
150 starts. He's won 2 races. Right?
Granted, the car has a lot to do with it though as well.
It does.
So it knows 150 something, but maybe since the flexible spoiler, maybe let's judge him from the flexible spoiler onwards.
No, I think no. In all fairness, you're right though, because again, throughout the years that he has been there, the car hasn't been the greatest. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. However, Daniel Ricciardo managed to win in a McLaren.
Ricciardo won it, didn't he?
Do you know what I mean? He managed to win in a McLaren at the same time that Lando Norris was there. So it's like, what's your problem? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, fair enough. You could be like, oh well, I'm just young or whatever. He's just young. It's like, okay, well, don't fucking bitch about it.
That needs to go out of this. Once you make it to that level, your age should not factor in anymore.
No, exactly,
a little bit of experience, but once you get like 20 races, like that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You are top of the top.
You are creme de la creme. No.
And exactly, and you can't just be like, oh well, you can't just stick up for. Yeah, well, Lando in this case. But again, what was it on Drive to Survive when Lando said it about Daniel Ricciardo? When he had that line where he was like, well, what is it? What did he say? He said something along
we're not friends or something like.
No, something along the lines.
Doesn't want me to hold his hand.
Yeah, something like that. Something like where it's like, well, that's a bit of fucking shit from you. You're supposed to be his teammate, you tail.
That's one thing I don't like about Lando Norris. I think since that Ricciardo comment and then the one that happened with Lewis Hamilton when Lewis went, wow, you guys are quick, man.
That was fucked up.
And I was like, You just don't need to make a comment. Just say thanks and take it on the chin, rather than be like, "Well, it's about time because you guys were quick for 7 years." He's like, he knows that. He's got championships to show you that he knows that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you don't need to remind him of his.
You
own
don't need to tell
championships.
exactly.
He was the guy. So
it's like
no,
telling Pep
you're
Guardiola, say like, "Oh, you're the best in the world." He's like, "Yeah, I know, dickhead. Like, just trying to get me out of these 115 fines."
This is what triggers the fucking the Lando fangirls. Do you know what I mean? And the McLaren fangirls as well, because that's all it is nowadays from McLaren. It's not like the hardcore dying fans like yourself.
No, the hardcore dying fans wouldn't know the situation and look at it how it is. But
yeah.
But so thanks for that compliment, by the way. I don't think I'm a hardcore dying fan.
No, but sorry,
I'm
in terms of
old school fan, McLaren.
Yeah,
old school. Let's
you
go
remember the Hakkinen days, all that stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. The Raikkonen days, all that stuff.
Stop it.
So
stop it. Stop teasing now with Hakkinen and Raikkonen and West.
Oh, the West, the Silver West shit. Those were awful cigarettes, by the way. Just in case you ever wondered,
I never smoked one, but I just used to love the look of that car.
Yeah. For me, Piastri, I would probably back Piastri to do better by the end of the season.
I would agree with you, but I think there might be some sort of a team politics with it being a British brand and a British driver. I think they'll probably try and push Lando.
Oh, I don't doubt it for 1 second.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it. But then again, if it's a case of where Piastri takes Lando Norris like he did at Monza, where he literally just took him on the outside, which was one of the best overtakes I've ever seen. They're coming up to I think it was like the turn 3 or turn 4. It's like a little chicane. The way that he took him on the outside, I was like, oh my God, he's going to crash. But he just stuck it, boom, see you later, done. He went. Yeah. He went.
And I suppose that's when you look at the driver. That's when you see the merit of the driver and the driver's ability when you do that kind of stuff. Yeah, so,
I agree.
And it's also credit to the team to allow them to race, because otherwise it's a boring sport. If you remember back in the day.
That's what they call it, papaya rules, which basically means race but don't crash, which is like, so that's all the teams then. You're going out there going papaya rules. Yeah. That's all the teams. I'm pretty sure they're not telling the drivers, yeah, just go smash into him, man. Don't worry about it. Just, turn 5, right in the corner. But so McLaren, obviously, they're doing their thing, and it'll be interesting if they win if they win the constructors, and potentially one of the McLaren drivers wins the world championship, which is madness. That would be
not that far behind. I've just had a look
Lando
here.
But I think
Lando,
one bad performance from Lando, and in P7 or something, and Max wins. That's pretty much it done.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's hanging on a tightrope for Lando in terms of if he makes a dent in Max's lead in the next races, in the next 3 weeks, because it's literally 3 weeks consecutive races. If he makes a dent, then there's a very good chance that he could obviously win by the end. But if Piastri drives as well as he has, and he takes Lando fair and square, it's like, well, you can't really call team rules on this, mate, because one of your drivers is driving like a fucking pussy. Do you know what I mean? So I think it'll be interesting to see if McLaren can do something. And
I'd be happy if they take constructors, to be fair. I'm very happy if they take the constructors championship, because it's nice to see McLaren winning again and trying to get amongst the top 3. When you think of top 3, Ferrari, Mercedes, and obviously the top being Red Bull. So, and it makes it interesting for Drive to Survive when it comes out in February as well. Let's hear what they have to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I
do love the Drive to Survive.
They do like to cause some drama for sure, but
that's for the cameras. That's more for the cameras as well, isn't it? Because otherwise, it's not going to sell if everything is rosy and.
It's just the way that it's clipped. Sometimes you think, wait, did they hate each other? But it's like in reality, no, they didn't, because it wasn't even from the same conversation.
That's it. Yeah, exactly that.
I suppose you sort of make your peace with that, but I am looking forward to it. By the way, I look forward to all of them every time they come out. I just got addicted when I watched the first one. I was like, oh my God. Yes.
Same. This is it. It's like this. We needed this for Formula 1.
This is what's needed. Yeah.
I know we've had all or nothing, which is again for footy, but needed to drive to survive. Fall in love with the sport
again. Watching that, I was thinking, damn, I love this fucking sport. Why did I ever stop watching it? But because it got boring. It got boring. 7-time world fucking champion consecutive. It's like, okay.
That's the thing that stopped me from watching it this year. Because I just thought Max Verstappen again. And I went through the years of watching Lewis Hamilton winning every time, to the point that I just started supporting the underdog of Max Verstappen. The year before, when Vettel was winning, I just started supporting the underdog. First time I was like, quality. Second time I was like, all right. And then by third I was like, come on, bro. Can somebody else catch up now? Because I want to see some racing.
Let's move it on. Let's move it on.
To the point that I was happy when Mark Webber and Sebastian Vettel were going at it.
Yeah.
Because I was okay, these are the 2 fastest cars. At least this is some racing. I don't really care. It's very clever how the media make you feel like technically you are watching racing, but it's not the same when they're not fighting for the top. They're fighting for like third and fourth, or fifth and seventh, something along those lines. You're like, I don't really care like who comes fifth or seventh. I just want to know who's winning. But then the guy who's winning is 35 seconds behind, and you're like, oh, in front. Sorry, everybody else is behind the guy. So it just makes it for me like meh. But that's the reason I stopped this season. I just stopped. I was like, nah, fuck this. I'm not watching it.
But it's getting interesting again, and obviously there's the Circuit of the Americas on the weekend.
Is that the one where you set off like in a bit of a hill and then make a left turn? If you're in first place, it's really a disadvantage because second place has got better racing line. Yeah.
So basically, you need to cover. Well, that's it. If you're first, you need to immediately go to the racing line and block off the inside line. If you do that, then I think you've got a very good chance. But then again, some crazy person, some maverick, you know what I mean, will take it on the outside like a. Anyways. But yeah, so there's 3 weeks in a row, by the way. Racing Circuit of the Americas is this weekend. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday. That's the actual race. It is a sprint weekend, by the way. So there is Friday, I think there's sprint qualifying. Then there's practice on Saturday. Then there's a sprint. And then there's qualifying and whatever it is. Right. Okay.
There's too many. It's too many. I'm happy that they've done these sprint races rather than just watching qualifying. Qualifying is good. But when they do that little sprint race, it's kind of you're getting a bit of a mini taste of what's to come. So it should be exciting. I'm excited for it. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited. I'm going to start watching the remaining 7 races. I'll start watching the remaining 7 races.
Yeah. I mean,
just to see how it goes because it's getting interesting now and see what's happening.
This is it. I mean, that's all we ask for. That's literally all we ask for. Like, I don't care if Ferrari win or fucking Red Bull or McLaren, whatever it is. I just want to see some interesting racing. I want to see I want to see like not controversial, not like obviously the end of 2001 with Lewis and Max. I don't want to see that. I want to see
2021. You mean? Sorry, you said 2001. I was like, whoa, Lewis and Max.
Motherfuckers weren't even born.
Have you been watching karting?
Was he born then?
I don't know.
I think he was born like 2000 or 99 or something. So close enough. But yeah. So real quick on Ferrari, by the way. Just I don't really want to because there's not much to really talk about. Yeah, Sainz obviously he's leaving, going to fucking where's he going? He's going to Williams.
Coming.
And Lewis is coming, which I'm looking forward to that. And Charles Leclerc, he puts in some good performances. I was very, very pissed off in Baku when he lost it to Oscar and he just could not catch up to him. I was like, bro, no, no one can call you a great driver after this fucking torrid performance. Shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get the word out. That's how pissed off I was. And Ferrari, hopefully they'll pull their shit together, and they've done a lot better than the last 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? Where they look like absolute fucking clowns with strategy and box, and
the new guys
come in, stay out. It's like
I remember. He's like, what the fuck do you want me to do,
bro? It's Monte Carlo, it's Monaco. Where the fuck do you want me to go? Like, do you want me to go for a swim in the fucking harbour? Oh, I'll just come back round, mate. I'll just take the roundabout and I'll come back round, Charlie.
That was embarrassing for the whole team.
That was so embarrassing.
Box. Stay when he'd already turned.
He's already in.
That was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing.
If I was Charles, I would have literally just got out of the car, forgot the race, and just beat the fuck out of the strategy.
Yeah. I'll just park the car at the start a pit stop and just be like, you go get it. I can't be bothered.
Yeah, fuck this shit.
That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
But so hopefully they'll do something. But look, the rest of the teams, they're cracking on, I guess. Oh, Toyota back. Well, that's some good news. Toyota, they're actually back in F1.
Producing engines or team?
No, they're actually just sponsoring Haas right now.
Oh, right, okay.
They're trying. I think what's happening is, from what I read, they're sort of wetting their feet within the Formula One world again. Do you know what I mean? And they're adamant. They're like, no, we're not joining. But I'm pretty sure in 2026, these motherfuckers are going to drop a bombshell. And it could be, again, speculation, just from what I've read, Andretti, the American dude, right, Marco Andretti, right? So, is it Mario? Mario Andretti, sorry. So, obviously, from the racing. So, I'm thinking, potentially, this motherfucker's going to use a Toyota engine. Because now Toyota have done hybrid engines for a very long time.
Very long time.
And it was surprising when they dropped out of Formula One back in the early 2010s. Because you're thinking, wait, hang on, you've got hybrid systems. Like, you could have been at the forefront for at least 4 years. The years that Red Bull won, that could have been fucking Toyota. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'd like to see them come back, to be honest, because, again, great manufacturer. It will just make it so interesting, like Ferrari, Mercedes, Toyota,
100%.
Audi. Like,
Audi's
oh
coming
my
in.
God.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
God. I want to see that. Right. Fuck all this Williams racing and this fucking steak Sauber and all this shit. No, I want to see manufacturers' names. I want to see Alfa Romeo and I want to see a fucking Mercedes
Yes,
and a Koenigsegg. I want to see Koenigsegg as a team.
That
I'm
would
just playing.
be,
I don't know. That would be insane.
something.
But
That would be like all of our childhood dreams, God. All the cars that you think, the Koenigseggs,
Yeah,
Ferrari,
which one is
of course,
faster,
are in
which-
there and so on. That's it. But now let's put all their engineers to the test in a Formula One team and see what you can do.
Why didn't Audi, right? And there's still time for this. Why wouldn't they enter with a fucking Bugatti name, by the way?
I really don't know.
Like,
I really don't know. Any of
Can
the
you
VW
imagine
groups.
Can you imagine Crofty shouting, "Oh my God, it's a Bugatti in turn one"? It's like, I woke up in a new Bugatti. Do you know what I mean? All that shit. Wow. Yeah, that would be like, for me, that would genuinely be the pinnacle of motorsport.
Yeah.
Like, that would be the true meaning of Formula One from when it started, because that's how it started, didn't it? Like,
That's
different
how it started,
manufacturers.
didn't it? Yeah,
that's
exactly,
what it was.
yeah.
And I want to see that. That would be absolutely incredible. And the thing is,
And
well,
Lotus as well, by the way, the old British ones. Bring Lotus into it. Like, Lotus were part of it and stopped.
yeah,
When Kimi
money.
Räikkönen was there,
Money. That's
I know,
it.
but this is the thing, like trying to find a better way of managing and supporting
Yeah.
these teams, I guess, rather than distributed at the very top, at the very, very top.
Like like Maseratis and stuff like that. Like, even just the name itself will be. Anyway,
Just
so
to
we're
have
just
the
getting
names,
into the
yeah.
realm of absolute craziness now. But
In some universe, I'm sure it's happening.
yeah, I mean, well, you've got the Aston Martins and stuff. Obviously, it would be great if an Aston Martin was run by a fucking Aston Martin rather than a Honda. That'd be great,
Yeah.
because that's the true meaning. It's like, okay,
I
well,
don't think even I don't
your
even
heart
think
is-
normal Aston Martins on the street are run by Aston Martin. I think they're run by Mercedes engines now.
have they got Mercedes
the old-
engines now?
I
There you
think,
go.
I
Yeah,
think,
so
yeah, I think they've got the old Mercedes engines.
it's not even. Yeah, maybe that's
That's
why.
all.
Maybe
It's
that's
just-
why.
just-
Because
yeah,
just the
I think
Mercedes
that's
under.
the struggle.
Okay. Let me just strip all that back. Right, forget all that shit. That's why you can't have Pagani, because they've got Mercedes engines. Anyways, Rick, do we have anything else that you want to discuss on this lovely podcast for everyone?
I don't really have anything. I don't know. Nothing else, to be fair, mate. It's been nice. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it.
It's been an
Chatting to you
enjoyable
about
episode, hasn't it? It's been
chatting to you about everything and
Yeah.
anything other than football. I'm happy to know the cyclist survived, and you said some lovely words to him. But how you described cyclists afterwards was not very lovely. So I can only imagine what lovely words you probably said to the geezer.
It was heartfelt.
Oh, the mad, yeah, heartfelt, yeah.
It was heartfelt. Yeah.
Came from right in there.
Straight from the bottom. Yeah, straight from the bottom.
And I'll let you know if I buy a bike to cycle to work.
I will.
And the
I will delete your number. Your number is deleted. To me, do you know what? I'm not even going to delete your number. I'm just going to name you as former friend.
Ex-friend.
Yeah. So every time I see it pop up, it's like, oh, I'm not going to answer this guy. So
Yeah, it's
former
my
friend. And you know what it
ex-friend.
says company? I'm going to put cyclist.
Yeah.
Former friend, cyclist. Oh no, don't answer this guy. Fuck
No,
this guy.
fuck that. Nobody's buying a bike. I'm very happy having my warm.
I will
warm car
drive
in the
down
winter.
to southeast London just to find you cycling, just to fucking give you like a little clip on the back of the wheel and then pow.
You
Do you know what
can't,
I'm saying?
because then I'll have to report you and be like, he didn't stay 1.5 meters.
Ah, yeah, you're right. Fuck
So
it.
then you'll have to go again. You've
Okay.
already done the course.
All right. Okay. See, now you're going to wish you never said that, right? Because I'm just going to roll up on you, right? Put a fucking broomstick out that's at least 2 meters and push you off the bike. Then what are you going to do?
Put
Nothing.
it into my front tyre, let me go over the
Yeah,
handlebars.
straight in the spokes. Bang. See you later, lad. Former
I
friend.
love the way you went, see you later, lad.
Hey, the North never escapes you, all right? The North
Love
never
it.
escapes. And I don't want it to
Love it.
escape. I'm walking around
No,
work
why
and just
should
calling
you?
people lad and shit. Do you know what I mean? It's funny.
Yeah, no, I've been doing everybody. How's everyone's mate at work? Yeah, no worries, mate. No
Yeah,
worries, mate.
same.
No
Yeah,
worries, mate.
you
No
can't
worries,
get
mate.
rid of that, yeah.
Boys or girls? Boys or girls? I'm like, yeah, no worries, mate.
Because down here, they don't really use mate like we use mate up north because of, I think it's because of the way that here it's like mate, and it's like mate.
Yeah, no
Whereas
worries, mate.
for us, it's mate.
No
Like
worries,
meh.
mate.
It's
Yes,
flat.
mate.
It's like saying
Cheers,
meh.
mate.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
just fly. You're right, just
Yeah,
like
meh.
mate.
Nah, mate.
But
Nah, mate.
what
Yeah,
was
you're
I
right.
gonna
That's
say?
literally okay. Anyway, all right.
What
good.
I don't
Well,
like, by the
go
way,
on.
very quickly before we
Go on,
finish,
go on, go
I
on.
hate those people. I don't know if you've got them at your work as well, where everything has got a pet name. Oh, no worries, darling. Yes, love. No worries, mate.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
do that
no,
a lot
mate,
here.
it's-
Yeah,
I hate
and that's
it,
a southern
hate
thing,
it.
by the way. The darling and love.
Sweetheart and all this
Yeah.
other stuff. It's just like, oh.
Don't
I
you
don't
worry,
care.
love. I don't know why
Yeah.
Sean Dyche was invited, by the way, but
Why was Daisha here?
they all sound like Sean Dyche down there. Sorry, here where we are
Where
in
you
this place. Well, maybe not you. Maybe you've got roadmen around you, haven't you?
Oh, I've got bare roadmans and that. You go to the roadmans at the corner shop or like a burger shop, and you can hear him say, "Bro, can I get some burger sauce with that?" And then he goes, the guy's like, "Do you want it in it or on the side?" He's like, "On the side, in it." And the guy's like, "What?" And you're like,
On the side, innit? That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
And the guy's like, wait,
That
what?
is good.
So do you want it on the side or in it?
Oh, shit.
On the side, innit?
Okay, look. I
And
think
my favourite as well is when they keep saying bear something, bear this, and you're like, which one, bear?
That's bear,
Grizzly?
bro.
Which
That's
one?
bear,
Yeah, but
yeah.
which bear? Grizzly or what?
our mate from the north says that a lot. Oh, I've got bear this and I've got bear that, and obviously it took me a while to get used to like what the hell I was listening to, or like what I was hearing. I was like, "What are you talking about, bear?" And I'm like, "What, bear like naked or bear as in a bear? What is it?" But yeah, it was. It just took me ages to get used to that. Oh, I've got bear this, mate. Got bear this. What are you talking about?
The thing is, though, like I feel like it always filters. We're like up north, we're like three years behind with the fashion, in terms of when the slang words and stuff. It's just when you think to yourself, it doesn't make sense what you're saying. And my favorite that bit in it was like when they go in it, and I'm like, I don't know, is it? Are you asking me a question, or are you telling me? Like, are you making a statement, or do you want me to have an input into your statement?
I do that a lot in it, so yeah, it's.
Yeah, but like I don't know, is it?
No,
my favorite is like with you and stuff. I know what you mean because you and I have grown up together since primary school. But like with some of the people at work, when they say that, I just like to pull their leg a little bit and like, I don't know, is it like what are you saying to me? My favorite bit was today when somebody asked for some help from one of the colleagues, and another one said, no, it's okay, don't ask him, we don't need him. And I turned around, I was like, did you need something? They're like, no. And I switched off. I turned, walking away. They were still talking, and then they were like, see, he doesn't help. And I was like, listen to me. When you said no, I switched off. It's like, you don't need me anymore. You don't need any more of my energy. So I moved.
Yeah, my energy's going elsewhere now. Yeah,
Bro, that's it. Like, I'm not wasting time on you to explain to me why you don't need my help. I don't care. You don't need my help. I'm off.
Yeah,
I've got some other shit to do.
You are of no interest to anything that I'm thinking of right now. So
Zero.
Right, Rick. I think in that case, then, bro, I think we should bring it to an end.
Bring it to an end, my guy. Do it again. Do
Excellent.
the hat trick of do a Cole Palmer and bring us to an end 4 times in a row.
4 times in a row.
You froze. Yes, this new season you've been taking us out each time. So take us out. Take us out, Cole. Take us out, Cole.
Let me do a cold Palmer for you.
Yeah.
No,
why are you rubbing your elbows? Like, stop it.
You got to. No, it's the shoulders, isn't it? It's the biceps. Like, ooh.
Is it shoulders?
Yeah.
I know what it is, but
I
I don't know why you're rubbing your elbows. But anyway, never mind.
Hey, you can appreciate a good player, right? Shit, these guys have like had 3 good games in 7 seasons, and you know. Anyways,
Stop it. Send this out. Stop it.
Yes, good. And we're gonna talk about this on Sunday. By the way, sorry, on Friday before the Sunday.
We'll probably talk
and then
about
the Sunday
Thursday,
before the
but
Friday.
the listeners will get to hear it on Friday.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait.
So we'll do that. We'll do some. I'm excited for Sunday. 'Cause
I'm
it's
excited
Liverpool
for
us.
football.
Well, Saturday's Liverpool for us.
Premier
So,
League
yeah,
is football. Any other association is not football. That's just that is soccer. I would gladly call that soccer.
Right? I've had this debate so many times. That is literally, call it soccer. There's nothing to do with football.
Yeah, call that soccer. I don't want to see that shit. But yeah, okay, look, we're going to bring it to an end. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for bearing with us. And we will catch you on the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay alert. Rick?
That's it. Yeah. Echo what you're saying. Stay safe, stay alert.
He agrees. And
I
goodbye.
agree. Stay safe, stay alert.